History's greatest rulers didn't just seek power, they carved their ambitions into stone. Palaces became more than homes. They were symbols of dominance, legacies of wealth, and monuments designed to outlast time itself. Today, we step inside the world's most extravagant residences, palaces worth tens, even hundreds of billions, where every hall, dome, and courtyard tells a story of unmatched grandeur. The Grand Chinese Imperial Residence. At the very heart of Beijing lies a sprawling masterpiece, a palace complex so vast it feels like its own miniature city. Constructed over 600 years ago during the Ming Dynasty, this imperial residence has been the seat of power for centuries, and it carries with it a sense of timeless mystery. Covering more than 180 acres and containing nearly 10,000 rooms, this residence isn't just a palace. It is an empire within walls. Walk through its crimson gates, and you'll find courtyards designed for ceremonies, halls lined with dragon motifs, and gardens where emperors once contemplated the fate of their realm. Every stone in this colossal complex tells a story of authority and ritual. Its value today is nothing short of astronomical. Experts estimate its worth at over $70 billion, though many argue it is truly priceless, considering the irreplaceable artifacts and cultural weight it holds. Beyond money, its worth lies in being a living chronicle of Chinese history, a symbol of dynasties, revolutions, and modern pride. What makes it more awe-inspiring is the harmony of its design. Each building is perfectly aligned with ancient Chinese cosmology, representing balance between heaven and earth. The intricate roofs, painted in golden yellow tiles reserved for royalty, glisten under the sun like a crown over the capital. This is not just architecture, it is philosophy, politics, and culture fused into a monumental palace, the French Hall of Mirrors masterpiece. If China's imperial residence is about cosmic balance and dynasty, France's Jewel is about sheer spectacle. Nestled outside Paris, this palace was the stage on which kings projected their authority to the world. Its most famous corridor, the Hall of Mirrors, remains one of the most dazzling sights on Earth. Imagine stepping into a room where sunlight pours through tall windows and bounces off 357 mirrors, illuminating crystal chandeliers and golden moldings. When it was first unveiled in the 17th century, the effect was revolutionary, turning the simple play of light into an overwhelming display of wealth. The French monarchy wanted every ambassador, every noble, to know that here was the beating heart of European power. But this palace isn't just about one room. Its gardens stretch for miles, with fountains and sculptures arranged in geometric perfection. The symmetry alone took decades to plan and execute, showcasing not just wealth, but the ability to control nature itself. Modern appraisers estimate the estate at around $50 billion, but that number hardly captures its cultural influence. Treaties that changed the course of history were signed here. Artists, musicians, and architects from across the continent drew inspiration from its grandeur. To walk these grounds is to step into a world where power was measured not just in armies, but in artistry. Perhaps the most striking thing is how alive it still feels. Despite wars, revolutions, and centuries of political upheaval, the palace has endured. Its opulence is a reminder that even when thrones crumble, the symbols of grandeur often outlast their makers. A glimpse toward modern grandeur. While the Forbidden City and Versailles are centuries old, not all palaces belong to history. In more recent times, rulers have continued to build monuments to their authority. Palaces designed not just as homes, but as global statements. These contemporary marvels combine ancient craftsmanship with modern engineering, costing billions upon billions to create. One such residence, constructed within the past few decades, is said to eclipse every palace before it in sheer cost, with estimates soaring above $140 billion. Its vast marble courtyards, intricate mosaics, and colossal domes stand as proof that even in the 21st century, rulers still compete in the timeless contest of opulence. The Sultan's Jewel of Brunei. If the Forbidden City showcased imperial order and Versailles embodied the art of spectacle, then Brunei's Istana Nurul Iman proves that modern rulers still build palaces that can rival history's greatest marvels. Located on the banks of the Brunei River, this sprawling estate is the official residence of the Sultan of Brunei. On paper, its statistics already seem unbelievable. Over 1,700 rooms, 257 bathrooms, a banquet hall that can seat 5,000 guests, and a mosque that holds 1,500 worshippers, all under one roof. It is not just a palace, it is practically practically a city, stretching across 2 million square feet. It dwarfs Buckingham Palace and even the Vatican's Apostolic Palace. Every detail inside radiates wealth, from crystal chandeliers the size of cars to Italian marble flooring and gold-plated accents. But what sets Istana Nurul Iman apart is that it is still a functioning royal residence, not just a historic relic. Every year during Eid, the Sultan opens its gates to the public, allowing tens of thousands of citizens to enter and greet the royal family. For many, it is the rarest chance to step inside one of the most luxurious private homes in the world. Estimated at over $1.5 billion, this palace may not match Versailles or the Forbidden City in raw cultural weight, but it represents something equally powerful: the ability of modern monarchs to sustain centuries-old traditions of grandeur, even in an era dominated by skyscrapers and glass towers. The Maharaja's Indian gem. Traveling from Southeast Asia to India, we encounter another extraordinary residence, the Mysore Palace. While not the largest or most expensive palace in the world, it remains one of the most breathtaking. Built in the early 20th century, Mysore Palace blends Indo-Saracenic, Mughal, Gothic, and Rajput styles into one spectacular structure. The palace's exterior glows in pink granite and domes of deep scarlet, while its interiors burst with stained glass ceilings, carved wooden doors, and ornate mosaic tiles. What makes Mysore truly special is how it transforms at night. During festivals, the entire palace is illuminated with nearly 100,000 light bulbs, turning it into a golden fortress visible for miles. Millions of visitors flock each year to witness this sight, making it one of the most visited palaces in the world, sometimes even surpassing the Taj Mahal in popularity. Though its monetary valuation, around $150 million, pales in comparison to Brunei's royal fortress or France's Versailles, its value is cultural. It represents India's layered history of kingdoms, colonial encounters, and a legacy of rulers who combined art with politics. In a way, its worth cannot be captured in dollars. It lives in memory, celebration, and identity. The Emir's billion-dollar fortress. Next, we journey to the Middle East, a region where wealth is often displayed in towering skyscrapers and futuristic architecture. Yet here, too, rulers continue to build palaces that echo traditions of extravagance. One of the most striking is the Emir's Palace in Abu Dhabi, also known as the Emirates Palace. Completed in 2005, it is not only a royal residence but also a luxury hotel catering to visiting dignitaries, royalty, and celebrities. Its cost, a staggering $3 billion, making it one of the most expensive hotel palaces ever constructed. The design combines modern luxury with Arabian motifs, domes decorated with gold leaf, fountains dancing under desert skies, and corridors lined with imported marble and semi-precious stones. Guests who enter are greeted with Arabian hospitality at its most opulent: cappuccinos sprinkled with real gold flakes, private beaches, and suites reserved for monarchs. While technically a state-owned property rather than a single-family residence, it remains a powerful reminder of how rulers in the Middle East project wealth and influence through monumental construction. The world's most expensive palace, a $142 billion marvel. And now, we arrive at the palace that eclipses all others in cost, the Royal Palace of the Sultan of Oman, a residence so immense and luxurious that its estimated value soars past $142 billion. This palace complex is a relatively modern construction, designed not only to serve as the Sultan's residence, but also as a symbol of national prestige. Its vast grounds are filled with intricately landscaped gardens, soaring marble domes, grand halls, and hand-carved wooden details imported from the finest artisans around the world. Why such a staggering valuation? It is not only the size, though it covers a footprint larger than many cities, it is also the materials. Entire wings are clad in marble, semi-precious stones, and gold leaf. The mosaics, chandeliers, and carpets are custom-made at astronomical costs. Even its private marina for yachts and royal ships adds to the overall figure. To many, this palace represents the modern equivalent of Versailles, a statement that in today's world, wealth can still be transformed into timeless grandeur. It is a reminder that palaces aren't relics of the past. They are alive, evolving, and in some cases, more extravagant than ever before. From the vast courtyards of Beijing to the mirrored halls of Versailles, from Brunei's Golden Fortress to Oman's $142 billion marvel, palaces prove one thing: They are monuments of ambition. Rulers may fade, but these palaces endure. Reminders that power, wealth, and beauty can be carved into stone to outlast the ages. And if you enjoyed this journey through the world's most extravagant palaces, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more stories of luxury and history, and share it with someone who loves exploring the world's wonders.